went through a whole women's basketball workout as a women's
Yeah, I
practice
did
player.
back in the day, back when we were back in the day.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
shoulder. And
I get that. We got noon ball will start up for us after our season's over. So if you want to come,
Okay.
let us know.
questions for Brian.
Hey, wait. Go ahead.
Just starting off, how do you feel about semifinal where you're going to have to go out and beat the host team to start off your conference tournament?
Yeah, it's definitely different to play them in the first round. I think we've been the 1 and 2 seed I think every year I've been here at Creighton. So again, kudos to Xavier. They've had just an incredible season and have stayed really clean. It's where they bookended their regular season with losses, 1 to us and 1 to Marquette, and just played great volleyball in between. And so it's awesome. So we get to play Marquette round 1. It'll be fun. It's always a great match. It's always a really hard place to play at. They have a great student section. They get their athletes to come out and make things tough for sure. Yeah, but it's what our league does, and you can't host 2 years in a row. So even though we won last year, we don't host this year, but we'll host again next year. So it just kind of is what it is. But it'll prepare us for tough matches ahead. Again, we hope to be playing long into December, which means we're gonna have to go on the road somewhere tough and figure out a way to win. So this will be a great test for that.
You guys have been doing such a great job in handling and grind and
Yeah.
taking it week by week, but how important is it to finish off, knowing your position in the national landscape, to finish the job this week?
Yeah, we want to finish the job because of who we are and how much pride we take in winning not just the regular season, but winning this tournament. So it is a really big deal to us to take confidence with us to the tournament. We feel like our resume is in a great place to host the first 2 weekends, no matter how this weekend goes, but that doesn't mean we want to take anything for granted, because I do think that you can take a lot from this tournament as far as confidence, as far as winning in tournament situations. And so I love that our league does a tournament, that it's a 2-day tournament for us that'll be just like the first weekend of the NCAA tournament. So I love that it'll prepare us for that. But we had such a great, clean regular season, so we'd love to cap that off doing it in the tournament as well.
Coach, do you like the way the team's playing down the stretch?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of them. We talked after the Seton Hall match. What we just accomplished is really impressive. This is the best the Big East has been in a long, long time. We should get 4 teams in the NCAA tournament this year, which we've never gotten more than 2 in a long time. So for our team to go 16-0 and lose 4 sets in the regular season, I tried to talk to our team about how impressive that is and how hard it is for it to just be expected. I think even Nebraska now, they lost 1 set and it was like the world was crumbling, and it's almost how we feel sometimes. If we lose a set or if we go to 5, it's like, well, how could that happen? Well, it happens because we're playing a bunch of top 50 RPI teams, and it's tough. And so for them to accomplish what they did, I really wanted them to let it soak in for a little bit, to truly celebrate that, even though it was expected for us to win, and we're predicted to be number 1. That doesn't mean that it's easy. And so just really proud of them for doing that and doing it in the fashion that they did.
You guys have a pretty good understanding of your identity at this point, but when you go into a conference tournament setting, is there anything that you can learn and take from ahead of the NCAA tournament?
I think pressure. It's a different kind of pressure. Again, we talked after Seton Hall. From now on, it's that win or go home mentality. If you want to keep playing, you got to win. And so that creates different kind of tension, different kinds of pressure. Because a week ago we knew we'd get to play another game. And so I love that we do a tournament, that we're going to get tested, that we're going to be in a true road environment. So I think these are opportunities for our young freshmen and all of our players. We have several players that have never played in a postseason match before. So to see how they step up and play in this kind of situation.
You're going to have a bunch of players up for individual awards, but Ava, obviously, I want to ask you about her. How much growth has she had over her time here and developed into the player that she is now, which likely being the player?
Yeah, I think she's one of the best all-around players in all of college volleyball. She's one of the best passers in the country. Obviously, offensively, she's dominant. Really good defensive player. She's gotten so much better as a blocker throughout her entire career. 6 rotation player. Really scores for us at the back row, and like a lot of players in her stature. When the game's on the line, everyone knows it's going to her, and she still finds a way. And she's done that over and over again in some high pressure situations. So yeah, I hope that she'll be rewarded with things in the Big East. I hope that she'll be rewarded well with things on a national scale as well, because she's earned it and she deserves it.
She talked about growth individually, but what about growth for you, having gone through this journey for the first time when you're making decisions rather than suggestions?
Yeah, again, talk to Booth all the time, and the pressure is certainly different being in a different seat. And just like I talked about with them, the pressure of feeling like you have to go undefeated, you have to win every match is tough. It is really hard to go through that grind every single day, feeling like perfection's the only solution. So trying to give ourselves some grace that it's not always going to be perfect, that we want to continue to get better as the season's gone on. And I really appreciate the staff that I have who's really kept that in perspective and come to work every single day, no matter who we're playing, really preparing our team for whatever match is ahead. And I think that's what's allowed us to go 16-0 and to be as clean as we were.
Do you have to remind yourself and give yourself some grace, especially early on, because it didn't, obviously you had some bumps in the road early on because of the schedule.
For sure. And again, I went into every match this preseason with the expectation that we were going to win. That's how we wanted to prepare this team, and not all of them went our way. But I think all of those matches helped prepare us to get to where we are right now with top 10 strength of schedule in the country, multiple top 25 wins. I'm still glad that we got that first one early on, because I do think maybe it could have spiraled differently if we didn't win one that second weekend against Kansas. And I think that allowed us to take a breath in that moment, us as coaches, me included, to be okay, it's going to be fine. This is we belong. Here we are. And I just felt like we got better every weekend. Awesome. Thank you guys for being here.